Guys, we all know in the society we live in today that most people have their little cliques that they stay into because they want to be like everybody else. And they're very much brainwashed, I think, by things they see in the paper, advertisements. I mean, they'll see the outfit for this season is a blue coat with white pants. So everybody thinks they're not in the in crowd if they don't have those particular fabrics. Well, just think, there's some people that have different likes, but they may be afraid to break out of this crowd that for some reason is trying to follow everybody else so that they can be in. But when you think of it, they're not really all in, because all they can do is mostly criticize other people that might be doing something a little bit different. In other words, maybe somebody, for whatever reason, wants to wear green shoes with a blue dot on the end of it and red heels. Well, so what? It's not a threat to the world, but that person will be picked on. But when you think of it, maybe that person, maybe he's really happiest with with whatever his shoes are, and inside he goes along his way, and he doesn't follow just what everybody else is doing because they think they have to fit into some kind of mold, and that kind of robs them of self-expression, which is really, it's really kind of too bad to go your whole life trying to please other people and trying to fit in when all these other people are trying to please each other, and nobody's fitting in. But one thing they all do and make a specialty of, rather than actually doing something themselves, whether it be creative or whatever, they're quick to find somebody that isn't in the, quote, fit-in crowd and criticize and make fun of that person. Meanwhile, what have they done themselves? I mean, anybody can be a critic. As a matter of fact, unless I'm wrong, I have yet to see one monument, or even know about a monument in history that's been dedicated to a critic. But I've seen many monuments dedicated to people that took their own path in life. They didn't care what anybody else thought. Beethoven, Picasso, whoever, the people that are remembered in history, they went their own path. They're the ones that created and left things to the world that we all admire. The other ones that fit in, I'm sure, a lot of them were nice people, except when they decided to ridicule and make fun of others, and unfortunately stifle some of the other people's life. But life is short. When their life is over, what have they done? Criticized. Well, don't be afraid of that crowd. Be yourself. Be true to yourself. If you suddenly decide you want long hair, and the other people say, "You look like a girl," don't fight back and get all bent out of shape about it. Now, that's one of the stupidest things I've ever heard. You look like a girl. And first of all, this usually comes from maybe, high school into the 20s or something. Now, come on. How many women that age look like girls? I always think of girls as much smaller. And besides, if they can't tell the difference that a man with long hair is a man, I think they better go see an optometrist and get a pair of glasses, perhaps sunglasses that look the wrong way so they can't see out of them because they're not looking anyway. Don't pay that stuff any attention. Be true to yourself and walk to your own, the beat of your own drum. Always be nice to other people, and you'll find out that you'll make friends with everybody. I mean, I've never had any trouble making friends with anybody, and the funny thing about me is they know they can't get to me because I do my own thing anyway. Not to hurt other people, but I'm just myself, I'm just me, and I'm happy I'm like that and not in that little society trap. Just a little something for you guys to think about. Hope you're having a great day where you are, and take it easy. Goodbye.